I'm wearing my jacket, but bullshit, I'm still too cold. Man, I fucked your bitch, she feel that from her head to toes. I need this guap, I couldn't care about my wrist and froze. Tryna hit that belly like home, and now your girlfriend wanna whoa.
So if you want to kind of say, you know what, put on some good music.
Yeah.
I can't dance, but I dance anyway, and I start feeling better about myself.
Yeah.
But obviously, with the survival of the fittest thing, though, is what I want to touch on. I agree with it, but then also disagree with it. The only thing I disagree with about it is I do feel like as men, especially, we work better in numbers.
Like, obviously, on the outside, it may look different, but on the inside, you might be burning. Like, that's why you can never, like, it's the saying, never judge a book by its cover. Like, you don't know what people are going through inside. On the outside, they might look as happy as ever, but obviously on the inside, they might be going through a difficult time, which obviously they haven't opened up or like spoken about. But yeah, with me, like, music is obviously a good way of obviously putting myself back in a good mood. And gym, I would say as well. And obviously as of recent as well, like gym, I've been nearly going every day. I know, like, the point that you made about the guy that
so often,
yeah,
that
so
you're
often,
killing
3
yourself.
times a day, like you're basically like trying to kill yourself. But honestly, that's not how it is with myself. Obviously with gym, it's a good way of like distracting yourself, and obviously
Yeah.
that feeling good factor as well, like that plays into it as well. But yeah, and obviously like just trying to be optimistic and being positive is the most important as well. Like having that positive energy and mindset is the most important thing before you do anything else.
Yep.
Even before the music and the gym, literally having that positive mindset is the most important thing, and is key to obviously how you process things and how you go around your day, really. But as of recently, and obviously, you already know, obviously with my situation,
Yeah.
I actually lost my father around 5 months ago. And obviously I've been going through a very, 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 very tough time.
I'm sorry to cut you on that point, but how are you doing? Like, how are you actually doing, and what are you doing to manage that as well?
Wow. So in terms of obviously, like a big smile came onto my face, like literally, I don't know how to answer that question, but I'm just trying to be that person that obviously motivates and keeps spirits, even though I'm going through like my own tough, difficult situation. Like, I'm trying to be there for my mum, for my grandparents, for my aunties, and making sure that they're okay. Because I feel like, and that's a point that I want to make a touch on as well, because I feel like women are very different to men as well. Because men don't open up, men don't go to counseling, men don't go to therapy, whereas women do. And that's something that needs to change. Because like I mentioned earlier, just now actually, that I lost my father. I actually lost my father to mental health. So he took his own life. And obviously that was down to like mental health as well. Yeah, he didn't open up or like talk to us about anything. So obviously we didn't know that that
He
was the case.
suffering in silence.
Yeah, so he was basically suffering in silence. So yeah, it's been very, very tough indeed.
But just to touch on that though, bro, because obviously I lost my brother at a very young age. That's when my mental health issues started. I lost my brother when I was in year 4, and I've never been the same ever since. I'm a 24-year-old man, and I'm still suffering that every day. But for you, you said something that's very key, which is you're keeping strong for your mother and your aunties, which is women in your life.
Yeah.
But then that has the I'm not gonna say toxic, but it has that mind aspect of, you know what, I'm going through this, but I can't crumble because I have to be there for my family, which is
Yeah.
very good because obviously you got to be there for them. But at the same time, that's the element where you got to take care of yourself, because taking on so much
Of
emotions
course.
from so much other people, that
Of
will make you crumble. And I've seen it happen. It happened to me. It's not a good, it's very hard because even like, for example, my father, he lost a son. So I can't imagine what he's going through. But then he has to be strong for everyone else around him.
Of course.
You now, it's kind of opposite. You lost a father, but then you have to be strong for everyone around you. But then
Yeah.
still that man thing of, you know what, I have to be strong.
Of course.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, men, if you're going through something and you feel like you're at that point where you feel like, you know what, it's just a losing battle, speak to someone.
That's exactly the message that we want to get out to
Speak to
obviously the
someone
viewers.
about
Like,
it.
speak to someone, open up. Whether that's a close friend, a family member, a girlfriend, a boyfriend,
Even a stranger on the train
a
sometimes.
stranger on the train. Like, literally, like,
They
just
listen.
open up.
They listen, boy.
Literally, like, rather than just like breaking down on your own, literally, like, talk to someone. Literally seek the help that you need. Honestly, literally, like, going through that stuff is honestly, like, you're not by yourself. There's so many like loved ones around you, and honestly, people will help out. What I've the love and the support that I've received in these last months, honestly, it's been incredible. Um, and literally, credit to people. People are so generous and so kind. And obviously, like, yeah, you're not alone. And like I was mentioning earlier, I feel like women are better with obviously letting their feelings out than
They're
men
more
as
emotionally
well.
intelligent, bro.
Yeah, of course, more
Emotionally
emotionally
intelligent.
intelligent,
I had
of
to
course.
tap into that. I had to tap into that since last year. That's why I am the way I am now, because I learned how to be emotionally intelligent. Because they're aware of their emotions. With men, we're aware of it, but we suppress it.
Of course.
Whereas women, if they feel a certain type of way about something, they're gonna speak on it.
Yeah,
You're gonna know if a woman's hurting.
yeah,
Like, if you done your girl dirty, she's gonna tell you, bro.
yeah.
If your mom feels like, say if you're at your house and you ain't washing dishes, your mom's gonna tell you.
They
that
will
shit's
let their
annoying.
feelings out, and you can't
Whereas
blame them for
your
them.
dad's gonna like probably shout at you, but you're
Yeah,
not really gonna get onto you. Where your mom,
yeah,
she gonna go mad.
of
You get what I
course,
mean?
of
So I
course,
feel like with men as well, I feel like we need to be a little bit more emotionally intelligent.
of
Know
course.
what we want, what we don't want, how our emotions are, how to process them, and healthy ways to deal with them.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
And that's going back to the point of obviously men not opening up and stuff. And a big example about my father was literally that he had humongous pride.
Mm.
Like, his pride, that's what like let him down. Like, cause he was the type of guy, he was helping people out. He was there for everyone. I literally put up a post the other day. I don't know if you saw. And I was talking about obviously with the earthquakes and stuff. I was like, honestly, like, Dad, if you were like, since you've been gone, like, things have been going downhill. And I honestly know 100% that if you were with us today, that you would have gone out there and helped. Like,
Mm.
you would have been the first to help out. And he was like, he was literally like,
Taking care of everyone around
you can ask any
himself,
family
yeah.
member of mine. Literally, he was that type of role model. Everyone looked up to him, and literally, he was that kind and giving person. Like, but his pride obviously pushed him back, and obviously didn't allow him to open up and speak about obviously his issues, and then obviously his struggles caused him to obviously
Yeah.
and obviously it led to him obviously taking his own life. But I feel like pride is something that obviously men need to take to the side sometimes, because I feel
Yeah.
like men and women, that's the difference between them. Like,
Our pride is too
pride.
strong. But the thing is, with pride as well, I agree with what you said about putting it to the side sometimes. Because I would say a lot of people say we should let go of it, but I wouldn't say letting go of it
No,
completely.
I wouldn't specifically say let go of it, because
Yeah.
you have your own dignity. Everyone has their own
Pride.
humility, like
Yeah,
pride.
yeah.
But I feel like sometimes you do need help. Like, you're not that superhero. Like, you're not that person that isn't like destructible. Like, literally, sometimes you need to accept that help is the only way forward. But
You know
obviously,
what it
that's
is,
the
bro?
difference.
But to be fair, yeah, and I experienced this in life as well. Sometimes when you drop your pride, people throw it back in your face, and I think that's one of the big reasons why. A lot of
That's what
men don't
people are
do it.
scared of. Like,
Because, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I one friend, yeah, one guy. Me and him was talking, and I was telling him like little things I was going through, and obviously me and him had a little altercation, and then he threw it back in my face. So for me, it kind of taught me, you know what? I'm not gonna tell no one nothing. I'm gonna keep it to myself. But then I had to tap out that, because I
yeah,
said, you know what? I can't let that one experience stop me, because there's good people out there,
of course, of course.
and obviously I still need to. Some things I'm going through, I still need to talk to someone, confide in someone, innit?
Yeah,
That obviously I just know you gotta trust people to be them. So I
of
just know
course.
with him, like I can do stuff like going up to the gym. do play games or whatever, but then I know certain information I can't tell him. Whereas I may have a friend I can't go to the gym with, I can't play PS4 with or nothing like that. But I know when it comes to emotional like conversations, I can talk to him about that.
Of
You get what I
course.
mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
sometimes you need to have different people for different things.
Yeah.
But in terms of pride, bro, I see why some people don't drop their pride. But then I do 100% agree with you when I say people should put their pride to the side.
Of course.
Like there's certain situations where you need to just, you know what, bro? Yeah, you might have to let that go.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going through something. I need to deal with this because if I keep holding on to it, I might do the mad thing to myself.
Of course. Like,
Do you get what I mean?
and obviously, like with my situation, you can see how it affects people around
100%,
you.
100%.
Like I've had to
100%.
take out time off of like work. Like I haven't been working for the last couple of months. Like because I needed to like focus on myself. Like obviously the point that you made about like, obviously I'm trying to be there for my mum, for my aunties, but honestly I have been obviously focusing on myself as well.
That's good, bro.
And honestly taking time out of work, literally focusing on myself, bettering myself. And that's very, very key as well, like focusing on yourself as well. And going back to the point that you made, Gio, which is a very, very valid point about people like taking advantage of you as
Yeah,
well.
100%.
When you're up, when you're doing well, you see your circle, everyone's around you. But then when you're down and not doing well, like people take advantage of you.
The people that's down with you is the ones you need to keep around.
Of
But
course.
those are the same people that can switch up on you as well.
Yeah.
But you know what? People, it's like what Tyler Perry said is video production. People are like a tree.
Yeah.
You got some people that's like the branches, they fall off, they're gone. You got some people that are like leaves. They blow this way and they blow that way. So some they may rock with you, some may not rock with you. But then you got people that's like the roots.
Yeah.
And that's the roots that you stay connected to. Because those people are embedded. They're there.
Yeah.
They're moving.
Of course.
Unless someone physically chops down the tree, but then the roots will always be there and the tree will grow again.
Of course.
So that's how I kind of look at people in my life. So I have people for different reasons. So I know I got acquaintances, I got friends, I got close friends, I got family members. I just know everyone has a role in my life, and then that's how I kind of deal with them.
Yeah.
So that kind of helps me with my emotional well-being because it's like I know who to go to.
Everyone like adds different qualities into your life as well.
Oh, bro, that's a good point.
That's literally what I'm after. Like, yeah,
for your life, bro. Because you know what, like my mom, she's very, very supportive, very, very supportive. But then
big up Mumsy.
she's cool, got that Jamaican thing about her.
Yeah.
So obviously, I can't like. She has been learning about emotional well-being because in Jamaica, it's that you know what that culture within itself. Yeah, and I can
Yeah.
agree as a man, as a Turkish man as well.
Yeah,
Us people that come from us foreign people, we deal with mental health differently. It's
Yeah.
like if something happens to you, it's like, oh, shut up. Let's
yeah.
fix up.
Exactly. I
Obviously,
know exactly what.
As
you
I've gotten older, me and my sister gotten older, we kind of said to my mom, you know, we can't have that mentality all the time because she's always on that it's go time kind of mentality.
Yeah.
Now I've seen that she's become more soft in the sense of, you know what, my mom looked at me the other day, bro, and said, "Are you okay, son? Like, how's your mental health doing?" And I was like, "Huh?" But then when she said, I was like, "Raw," like, because she said I never knew men really suffered like that.
Yeah.
So the idea she said that to me is like, you know what? We're breaking barriers and our awareness is going out there. It's just not going out there as fast as it is. And it's very unfortunate that some men still take their lives, but because they don't have that emotional support. But then, bro, like I said, some people got different people for different things.
Of course.
So my mom is becoming that person where if I'm going through something mentally, I can go to her and say, "Yo, mommy, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, right now, I'm not really feeling 200. Like, what can I do? What advice do you have?" Do you get what I mean? My younger sister, that's my best friend. So I go to her about everything. So anything I'm going through, even if it's a thing where, like, for example, like my bus today was failing, I called her. I was like, I'm stressing. What's going on? Da, da, da. She's like, "Gio, relax." Like, you get what I mean?
Calmed you down.
Yeah, but then I got one of my brethrens. I can't go to him about certain stresses. But like, if it comes to money stresses, I can go to him and he'll give me financial advice. But I can't tell him if I'm going through problems with a girl or something like that. Them man, they don't really. Them man, they're focused on bread. They're like, bro, like I only know about money. I don't really know about girl issues. Do you get what I mean? But like I said, bro, you got different people, different things.
Of course.
And they bring out different qualities in you.
Yeah, within you.
Within you. But this is what I mean about building a circle with like-minded people. Because I want people that have the same interests as me and they will know how to deal with me.
Yeah.
In terms of if I'm going through something, they know how to deal with me, I know how to deal with them because we're similar.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Of course. And Joe, that's a very good point that you made as well. And I don't know about yourself as well, but obviously you have obviously given like in-depth detail about your like circle and who you trust and who you don't trust. But I've always like had this feeling and I've always had this like opinion that your circle should be as thin as literally a water bottle. Like it shouldn't be too wide, it shouldn't be too long. Like you should only have like a certain amount of
Bro,
people in your circle.
all you need is 3 real good friends.
Yeah, like 3, 2, 4, like
Yeah,
maximum 5. Like,
Yeah.
because I feel like if you were to have too many people around you, you would have too many yes men. People that would
100%.
just like literally just lie to your face and act like they don't care, like they care, but really and truly they don't care, and they go and talk behind your backs. Literally, I feel like the people that you surround yourself are very, very key.
Mm.
So obviously how you cope with things and how you live your life as well.
Bro, you need some real people around you.
Real people.
I'm gonna give
bro.
you a little situation last year, one of my friends, like I always got so much different friends in it for different things, but my friend told me, because I'm stubborn in it.
Mhm.
And I'm like, if something doesn't go my way, I'm very good at like, so you know what? I just won't deal with no one. I'm good by myself.
Yeah.
I'll be by myself. He said to me, you know, if you keep pushing people away from you, you're gonna be lonely.
Yeah.
And for me, I never had no one tell me that. So I was thinking, bro, what's my man on? Bro, I can't lie. I found myself messaging the guy like, yo, bro, what you saying? Like, because it's true. Like, I had, like, when it comes to certain things or certain motives I want to go to, I had no one to turn to.
Yeah.
And this was that guy, like, me and him was, like, up and down, like, during summertime. Like, we was just together in it. So I was like, bro, like, when I thought about it, I said, you know what? That's the pride in me that I needed to drop and put aside. And admit
Yeah.
that in some situations, I was wrong. Maybe if I looked at it in a different perspective, I could have been, you know, like,
Yeah.
bro, it'll change my whole mindset, man. Like, sometimes, like I said, bro, let's tap, as I keep saying, I'm not gonna stop saying it, tap into yourself.
Literally,
When
bro.
you tap into
literally.
yourself and learn things about you, like for me, since I figured out that I'm stubborn, if someone asked me, like, what kind of person are you, or what is your red flag, I say I'm stubborn. But I know when to drop my stubbornness and when to admit, you know what, I'm wrong.
Literally.
Because the person I was when I was 21, now I'm 24, gonna be 25, is a very different person.
Different.
And I
Yeah.
know for the fact I'm 25, I'm gonna be a different man as well.
Yeah.
Because I've tapped into myself
Of course.
and now I know what I like, what I don't like. And certain
Yeah.
little foolishness that I used to keep up and do back then, different.
Yeah.
Like, bro, everything's in stages. Like, for example, you remember us in secondary school, bro? I was confident.
Yeah.
I was that I felt like I was that guy, but deep down I was insecure, bro. Because remember, I'm one of the shortest in the year.
Yeah.
I'm like 5'6". So it's like I'm thinking, oh, like I have to be the loudest, and because I'm
Yeah.
small as well, I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to
You have
fight.
to be
No,
seen confident.
I have
Like,
to seem that guy.
Yeah.
When I went college, that's when I kind of started forming my own identity.
yeah.
Still a bit of a ladies' man, still like here and there, like
Yeah.
just being confident. But then it's like, you know what, like
Being humble as well at the same
yeah.
time.
And then, bro, when I left college, I went to the real world of work. No one cares about all that.
That's what I'm saying.
No one cares
Literally,
about
people
that.
don't care about that. People don't care about that
So
stuff
then I
after
start
a certain amount of
again.
time.
So then I start tapping in. Start dating different women and finding different things about, like, learning different things about them, tapping in. Like, even with my son's mum, that whole situation between me and her, and then being single made me realize I actually appreciate being in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because being single, it was exciting, it's fun, but then there was no longevity in it, and it was
Yeah.
mentally exhausting. I actually felt like my mental health was suffering. I'm keeping up with so much information with different girls.
Yeah.
And then being with one person, we realize it's just easier.
Yeah.
Like, it's mentally relaxing. Knowing that there's one person I can actually count on, go to, rely on, speak to about anything was so much better. But then again, I started tapping in, realizing, you know what, I know what I like. I prefer a relationship rather
Yeah.
than being a little player. Or being confident. It's not about being confident, obviously about being seen, but
Mhm.
then being confident is being confident within being comfortable within your own skin.
Of course, that's the most important.
So once I started tapping into myself, saying, you know what, Gio, doing everything I'm doing is for me, obviously as well as my son, but it's for me as well.
Yeah.
So, bro, like I keep saying, bro, tap in. That's the best way to help you with your mental health. Anyone really, anyone else watching this, all the
Anyone.
viewers, bro, tap into yourself. Just tap. Sorry, that's the City Girl lyric. But yeah, man, tap in, bro. Like once
Literally.
you start tapping in, man, you find out.
I feel like obviously like believing in yourself is the most important thing as well.
100%.
Like, I feel like if you have belief in yourself, you can conquer the world. You can do anything that you want to do.
Bro,
Especially if you have like passion as well for something, you can do it. Like literally, no one's stopping you.
if you believe in yourself, you can actually convince yourself of so much things.
So many things.
If you believe in it, but then obviously believe in yourself, but not with delusion.
Of
Because you
course
can
not,
believe in
yeah.
yourself and say, you know, the
Being
sky's,
realistic is obviously key as well.
you can tell yourself the sky's purple. I believe it's purple because I'm
Yeah.
saying this, but it's like, yo, bro,
Yeah.
it's blue. But do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, believe in yourself minus delusion. But I agree with you, bro. 110%. I agree with you.
And I feel like obviously the point that you made, I feel like that phase, I feel like everyone goes through that phase where, and you mentioned the age of 21 and 25 was the period where you were just trying different things and obviously seeing what you like, seeing what you don't like. I feel like that's very, very key as well. And I feel like everyone does go through those stages. And I feel like those are the perfect stages for everyone, like individually, to see what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy. Because at the end of the day, literally do what you enjoy. If you're happy and healthy, do what you enjoy.
Do it, bro.
Because literally, whether that's work-wise, relationship-wise, if you're in a relationship and you're not enjoying it and things are going bad, there's no point of being in that relationship. Like,
You got to put yourself first.
yeah, you got to always put yourself first. Like, think about yourself. Put yourself first.
If you're in a relationship, you have to make sure you're a whole person before going into a relationship.
Of course.
Or you and that person are both on your individual journeys and choosing to do it together.
Yeah.
You don't see that it's going well, leave it alone.
Of
Reason
course.
being, it's going to cause you so much stress and create so much animosity. Like, it's
Yeah.
not worth it. So even that, families as well. If
Yeah.
you've got that toxic cousin or that toxic relative, bro, and it feels like it's going to benefit you to stop talking to them and dealing with them, cut them off.
Cut them out.
As
Cut them out.
hard as it is,
Cut
them
your
out.
ties.
If you got that auntie that's bare toxic and talking smack about you, bye bye auntie. I ain't gonna chat to you no more. Why?
Yeah.
Because you just, yeah, man, you ain't gonna deal with that. You get me? Friends, for burning bridges with friends is easy as well. But even jobs, I can't lie. I was working Tesco's, and
Yeah.
the reason why I left was because of racial discrimination.
Oh, crazy.
So I've been in so much racist things happen to me in my jobs, bro.
Wow.
But for me, I left because I was tired, and I said, you know what? I do not want my son to be looking at me because he wasn't born yet. I don't want to look at me and be like, you know what? Dad's making money, he's providing for me, but he's tired.
Sorry to cut you off, but did you like do anything at the time? Like, did you report or was there anything done about it? Like,
Bro, I don't even know if I'm allowed to speak on that situation, to be fair. But all I can say is that with that situation, it was actually a friend that made a racial remark against me. And obviously, as time gone on now, I can't understand it. Obviously, you're ethnic, you like, obviously you're a black guy with a white friend, and obviously they get comfortable and they feel like they can say certain things to you. But then people need to understand there's still that barrier. Obviously, dark humor. I'm a person.
Complacency is a down letter. Literally, complacency is when people get comfortable around you.
That's why I don't let people get too comfortable. 'Cause to me, I can't lie. I like dark humor in it, so I do take the mick. But then I know my limits. I won't make any racial jokes. I know that hurt someone.
Like, you gotta let yourself not cross those like boundaries. Like, if you want to make a joke, you make a joke, but don't cross those boundaries. Like within friendships, like circles. Like friends, we see like friends have like banter between themselves, but don't cross that boundary. Because once you cross that boundary, even if that person's your friend, you'll catch an ick and you will not like that person anymore.
You know what's so funny about the whole situation though? This is a work friend. It's not like it's a friend we talk outside of work.
Okay.
So I worked 3 days a week. So 3 days out of the week, I see this friend. And they thought like, was that comfortable to kind of run them jokes. Every single job after that, I don't get comfortable with my work colleagues.
Yeah.
I can sit with them, eat with them, but then once 5:30 hits, I can't lie to you. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Not even in a rude way, but like we ain't got nothing to talk about. Keeping my relationships strictly, unless I start working there and we get a vibe and we're cool, then we can do that.
Yeah.
But aside from that, nah, man. But yeah, that made me, that whole situation. I didn't want my son to see me tired. To know that daddy's working, but he ain't got time for me. He's working. I'm taking overtime. Like, you get what I mean? And
of course.
Them times I'll have a newborn baby, so I didn't even know what the experience of having a child was like. And as a man, I felt like I had to provide. But then I realized it's more it's not just about what you provide, but also the time that you give your child.
Yeah.
So if I knew that, like, it was mad, bro. It was all mad. But I'm so glad I'm not in that situation no more. But yeah, man.
Yeah, thankfully you're out of that situation now. But Gio, that's the point that we've been making, especially in this episode. Like, obviously, with mental health, obviously we need to like obviously break that barrier of obviously open up and obviously opening up and speaking about it. But I feel like the point that you made, yeah, which is about like discrimination, I feel like that's probably for another episode.
Yeah, yeah.
But I feel like that's something that we need to like touch on as well.
100%. Because, so quickly, because I'm a youth worker, I was at a school event. And one young black boy came up to me, he was like, you know what? He said, I want to be a motivational speaker, but I feel like all of them are finished now, like Malcolm X and that.
Okay.
He said to me, because racism is finished.
Wow.
I was so, it put a smile on my face, but I was sad at the same time. It was smile because the younger generation feel like, you know what, it's done now. We ain't gonna worry about that because they don't experience racism like that no more because
Wow.
they're so forward educated. But then to realize people in our generation, that's only a couple years older than them, are still going through it, bro. It's mad.
Yeah,
But like I
look,
said, man, that's a conversation for another day.
that's a conversation for another day. But obviously, yeah, like what we've discussed on this episode is literally everyone is affected in different ways. And obviously people face new challenges all the time. And obviously that's the message that we just want to put out there. Literally, whatever you can do, whether this is going gym, going work, like Gio, for example, his passion for food and TikTok, literally anything that you can find, literally like just push yourself to do more. Don't just be at home stuck indoors, like just constantly thinking and thinking and thinking. Open up, speak to someone.
Yeah.
Literally, and the most important thing is focus on yourself. Believe in yourself.
Tap in.
Tap in. Like Gio's like mentioned. Literally, that's the most important thing. Your mental health is the most important. Like your health and happiness are like literally the like most important factors as part of a human, really. Because once health and happiness is out the door, then obviously that person's gonna have no hope or desire. So I feel like literally do the best you can, focus on yourself, always constantly think about bettering yourself and doing good things in life. Um, and me and Gio and obviously want to like provide you with some information. So if you're like in need of support or like information, you can obviously text shout to 852258 for support, or alternatively, you can get in contact with your GP who can refer you to a therapist.
That's how I did it. So
Yeah, so
guys,
Gio obviously
utilize NHS, even though the waiting list is a bit long, but it's worth it in the end because they'll provide you with tools that you need to help you with your mental health.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, Gio went through the same situations as well. And obviously you can do it as well. Like thank you so much to Gio who's open up today and obviously talking about and obviously his situations as well. But yeah, just before we wrap up, again, I want to mention the earthquake situation. Honestly, guys, let's do the best we can do. Let's support, let's give donations, and just literally help out all those vulnerable people in literally like mad situations. Because obviously there's still so many people that have literally haven't got any help yet so far. So let's push this. Let's get the help that best help that we could possibly can. And literally, yeah, Gio, like, is there anything else you want to like mention? Like before we obviously wrap up?
Two things. One, donate, guys. Donate. Every little helps. Literally, every little helps. And the last thing I want to say about mental health is, again, tap in. Tap in yourself, find out what you like, do what you love, find your passions, be by yourself, but always be by yourself, and then just figure out what you want to do. Just create a vision. Just create a vision board. Do something. Even if you want to, like understood, don't stay inside. Go outside, go for the walk. It helps as well. Yeah, man. Just tap in. Yeah.
Yeah. honestly, Gio, thank you so much, brother, man.
Bro, thank you for having me,
Thank
man.
you for coming onto the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
And honestly, we'll obviously do this again, hopefully.
Yep.
And literally, thank you for your opinions and your views, and obviously open up as well. I know it's not easy.
Yeah, man.
But thank you for obviously helping out. Thank you to you guys that have obviously been watching. Please stay tuned. We've got more content on the way. And yeah, we're out. Peace.
I'm wearing my jacket, but bullshit, I'm still too cold. Man, I fucked your bitch, she feels that from her head to toes. I need this.